Beautiful morning at a park today, covering a news event. Kind of like a community service type of message. Got the folks setting up a banner. There's gonna be a bunch of kids here to watch the presentation. And then I got my producer is shooting B-roll on the gimbal.
So in this area, we have a couple of different kinds of raptors. What kinds of raptors do you think we would have here? Something that flies, has feathers, looks or listens for its food?
It's just a confidence thing. And you go in and ask them to do what they're supposed to do and do it until they give you what they're supposed to do. So an example today, when he didn't want to get on my fist when I was putting his jesses on.
All right, come here. See, I'm bleeding. I bleed all the
You
time.
handle all those birds, raptors, and the parrots.
Yeah.
Oh, the parrots are the worst.
I don't
Oh,
like
I will
parrots.
handle any of them any day.
Yeah.
Nice guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, see, there's little scratches, but parrots are 10 times worse. Because two reasons is it's like handling horses. You know, everybody says, oh, the horse won't hurt you, but when they don't want to hurt you, they still can hurt you by turning or throwing their head or stuff. And
Yeah.
so you have to protect yourself. So you always have to be a little more proactive. And parrots, or hawks and owls, I have to hold them to protect myself all the way. And everybody's.
All right, we are wrapping out. This is my remember to charge pile. Just waiting on a card to download, and then I am wheels up. I'm prepped for the week, carrying 3 tripods. Got an Amira, a quick draw bag ready to go. 30 to 105, 15 to 47, 17 to 120. A second Amira body, and a Blackmagic pocket cam on the Ronin. So I'm set up where I can put that Blackmagic cam on this little Liebeck tripod, or run it on the gimbal, and run the gimbal potentially on a light stand. For a shoot day with the FX9, just a little test shoot. On a training day, I picked up this 50mm lens locally yesterday, Sigma Art Series in native E-mount. I'm excited to try out the autofocus at a 1.4, probably a 2 actually, 1.4 is just too shallow, with a talking head through a teleprompter, and see how it tracks as they shift. I'm curious to see, like with my Canon 5D, it'll randomly they shift and it buzzes it racks to the background and comes back to the subject. I'm thinking this camera is newer and it's gonna be a little bit smarter and not have those random fits where it focuses to background and comes back to the subject.
Similar to the primary Borello factor, the first part of the Dynamex test, the A part, is whether the person providing labor is free from the hiring party's control regarding performance of the work. The rationale is that employers can control how their employees do their work, whereas an independent contractor typically is performing some specialized work without the oversight and control of their employer. The second Dynamex factor, B, is whether the work being done was outside the usual course of the hiring party's business. The idea here is that if you hire some business service providers, these exceptions are numerous and nuanced, and I highly encourage you to check out our...
You guys been shooting all day?
Well, we started a little late.
It's like a dome,
All around here?
wooden staircase, stained glass. Got a deck out here with an ocean view. Oh, my lens is filthy. Hi. You like having your ears rubbed? Oh, this thing's squirrely. I was loading into Staples Center yesterday and part of my aluminum ramp broke. It's my own fault. I jammed some extra Pelican cases in to shuttle a couple of blocks over to the loading dock, and I pushed on the ramp to encourage it to close, and it snapped one of the, well, 3 of the aluminum pieces. I thought the welds broke, but it's actually the little connecting aluminum bar. So no problem. I have a little MIG welder, and it's been about a year since I've MIG'd aluminum. But I switched it all over from steel to aluminum this morning, hooked up my argon bottle, and the gas regulator is leaking. It's losing all of its pressure through this compression fitting. I think it's slightly bent. So my lesson on this one is don't leave the regulator on the gas bottle where it's lying down in the garage, sitting between uses, which is like once a year. So just got back from the store, picked up a new regulator. Gonna install this now and see if I can get the ramp fixed in time to make my call time this afternoon. All right, it's holding pressure. That's good. Let's see, let's test this. No gas flow. Not feeding? Of course not. Worst tool chest on the planet. The drawers do not stay closed. They all open at once. It flips over. I just had to take a hammer to it to get one of the drawers open that's stuck closed. Look at that. Danger. Piece of garbage. Well, now that I have the ramp removed and inverted, my mistake. It was actually the welds that failed. So get them clamped. I'm going to start with this one on this side first. Gotta pull that in a little tighter before I tack it. All right, done. I'm not going to show you my ugly welds though. Too embarrassing. But it's functional and you can't see them, so mission accomplished. Oh, that's embarrassing. What am I gonna do? Push the button? Oh, Ford tough. No? Aye. Take 2. Aye. It works when the camera's not rolling. What is going on? Push the button. Makes an unsettling thunk sound. What the heck? There it goes. You're gonna hear a little bit early today. I think I'm gonna load out before the show starts. I'm gonna get out one of my carts. I'm gonna push that tool chest up the ramp and out, get it in my van before the queue tonight. Then I'll only have my mag liner with my Geminis and the camera to wheel out of here. And yeah, I'll do that. I'll just wheel to the parking structure. It's a block away. Whew. All right, that's my plan. Here goes. Shooting interviews today in Newport Beach. And what's the relevance of this room, Nick?
Supposedly, it's like John Wayne's secret little hangout when he comes here. Well, when he came here.
I thought he hung out at the airport. It does look very, welcome to my secret lair in my private palace. The wine locker's up the stairs to the left and the door's unlocked.
It's about 85 when we showed up this morning, and now it's about 65.
Yeah, it feels wine cellar temp in here.
It's consistently been dropping.
Having the ability to make your own parts and weld little bits together is wonderful. I think it's almost an essential trade for a camera person. This is actually another photographer buddy of mine's welder. I guess it's on permanent loan. He bought a bigger unit, so I can do, it's a MIG wire feed, and I can do flux core steel with it, which means you don't need gas, and then aluminum. I've got a little argon gas bottle here, and it's set up for aluminum right now. I've got one of my speed rail slider units, which is homemade. The problem with these things is that the way I built them, it's made for the tripod spreader to just land in the base, and folks have a tendency to add a sandbag in the center, and the skate wheels are around the perimeter, so what happens is it deforms and flexes, and over years of use you can see one of the welds cracked right where the two pieces met together. So I have several of these, and I'm just going to run a weld on the backside, attempt to repair this guy right now.